Hello everyone and welcome back to Moonmothgoddess Tarot. Thank you all so much for being here, your continued love and support here on the channel. So today's pick your card reading, we are going to be doing what has your person realized about you? Okay, so what have they realized about you? We have 3 crystals out here for you guys to choose from. For group number 1, you are going to be the Aqua Obsidian. For group number 2, you are going to be the Opalite. And then for group number 3, you're going to be this lemon yellow Obsidian. If you already feel drawn to a specific crystal, you can go ahead and skip right to the timestamps that are located beneath the video, pinned to the comments. It's also available in the description box. And you can go right to your reading. So what have they realized about you? We're also going to be adding in one of these cards to help you with making your choice today if you do need that extra bit of help and you cannot choose from just the crystals alone. Okay, so let's get into choosing one of these cards. I hope you are all doing well. So group 1 with the Aqua Obsidian. What has your person realized about you? What have they realized about you? Group number 1. Group 2 with the Opalite. What has your person realized about you? And group number 3 with the lemon yellow Obsidian. Okay, so those are the cards. Let's take a look and see what we have. For group number 1, we have Broom with energy clearing and freshening. And that is with the Aqua Obsidian. Group number 2, we have Lavender, and it says tranquility, kindness, and self-care. And that is with the Opalite. Group number 3, we have Snow, and it says rest and contemplation. And that is with the lemon yellow Obsidian. Okay, so those are the choices for today. What have they realized about you? Pause the video if you need a little bit more time, and I will see you at your reading. Hi, group 1. So those of you that resonated with the Aqua Obsidian and the Broom, it says energy clearing and freshening. So let's pull some more cards just to see what is going on here. I think let's get the tarot. I think I'm going to start with these oracle. So what have they realized about you? Group number 1. What have they realized about you? We have yield here. Force, concede, surrender, and accept. We've got follow. Oh boy, okay. We've got follow, instructions, instigation, and faith. We have family here, roots, bloodline, and togetherness. And we have fusion here, openness, align, harmonize. Okay, so I already kind of feel that not that this is a bad thing, but I kind of feel that this person is what they're realizing about you is that you're right. Okay. You're right about, I feel like about a lot of things that maybe you might talk about, bring up about with this person. And as much, I want to say maybe resistance or denial or that as they take some time to kind of reflect upon, you know, certain things that you've said, maybe about things that need to change, things that need to be improved, that you're right, that you're right, and that they need to perhaps listen. I feel like listen to you in order to help to build, I feel like, the relationship with this person in the best way possible. You know, maybe it kind of makes me feel like if this person may have had a little bit of resistance, maybe with certain things, but then kind of understand and seeing a lot of truth, perhaps in what you've said or what you've showed, and kind of coming to that realization. I want to pull one more here. Flexible. It says bend but not break, shift with grace. Yeah, because I feel like the things that are kind of coming out here, you know, could really be, yeah, look at that. Cooperation, acceptance, listening, teamwork, and win-win. You know, so it kind of gives me that feeling that those of you that are feeling drawn to this group, that there's something, either, like I said, either that you've said, that you've done, that you've shown, that you've talked about with this person where there may have been maybe a little bit of resistance from them side or not really changing, is like they're realizing how right you are, how much that they need to maybe be better about certain things, to be more flexible, right? Maybe if they're someone who was stuck, maybe a little stubborn, a little hard-headed, you know, it's even making me think of like single-mindedness, being more open to looking at things in a different way, a new perspective, and about things that should be cleared, things that should be kind of released here to help to bring about the best outcome for your connection with them. You know, so it really kind of brings to mind here perhaps some certain things that they might be recognizing even within themselves that they need to change, to transform. So yeah, that's what I'm getting here. So I don't know. Let's look at the tarot and see. And it's not about being right here. I feel like it's just where, you know, you could be sharing insight with this person about things that you notice or just things like that, where it's just like maybe they weren't wanting to see it. And it kind of gives me even that vibe of like a person who they start changing because there's something that you've said. And they may not even outright tell you, hey, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna I'm gonna change this or I'm gonna do that. It's just like they just start doing it. They just start doing it and you're like, oh, maybe I got through. Maybe maybe they're falling in line now. Um, let's see. What are they realizing about you? We have the Two of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Ace of Wands. Knight of Swords. The Empress. And the King of Wands. Yeah. And Four of Wands is here at the bottom. Five of Swords is following that. Three of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. And there's the Emperor. And the Six of Cups. Okay. So, yeah, it feels like with this Five of Swords and this Three of Swords energy here that, this could be being defensive, really taking time. You may have kind of, again, something you've said, maybe, that has made this person kind of confront, I feel like, certain things maybe that they were doing. This can be self-sabotage, okay? It could even be some type of fight, some type of argument that you may have had with this person. And I feel like it's really helped them to change their perspective. I feel like it also shows to them how much you care, how much you're really willing to work on this connection, how much they see the potential here. I feel that this person is realizing that you are their soulmate. Okay, we have both the Empress and the Emperor here. The Ten of Pentacles is present. The Four of Wands. This is about harmony. We've got fusion here with harmonize, openness, collaboration. That the two of you working together, right, can bring healing, can bring balance. Like I said, some of you could have brought awareness to certain behaviors, certain things that, they may have said, done. I'm noticing in this picture here where there's like that shooting star and there's a little couple down here. And it says follow instructions, instigation, and faith. And I feel like this person is really realizing that you are the one. Okay? You are it. You are their person. Maybe they're realizing that they needed to be more flexible, that they needed to open up a little bit more, that they needed to be more nurturing, that there are, again, I'm seeing certain things that need to be changed, that need to be cleared here with that Three of Swords and the Five of Swords. The Ten of Pentacles is about long-term commitment, stability, security. The King of Wands is also about stepping up and taking the lead, So you could have even told them like, hey, you need to step up. You need to do better. You need to be better. Be a better version of yourself. I feel that the way in which you show this person that you care, that you love them, that you care about this connection, that you want to make this work, I feel like they're realizing that you make them, you inspire them. You make them want to be a better version of themselves and to really step into their power, that it is possible for them to be able to, even no matter what they've come from in their past, because we have the Three of Swords here and the Five of Swords. So they could have certainly have been in some toxic relationships, in ones that were very painful, you know, even being very guarded and things of that nature, and being a little defensive and, you know, but I feel that they're realizing the potential that you show to them, right? That you maybe talk to them or inspire them, or just, again, something that you say here that could help them to see that it is possible for them to be able to achieve and maintain a healthy, balanced partnership. Okay? And to work on themselves, you know, in order to help to maintain, I feel like, this relationship here. I feel like this person is realizing that you are a good support to them, that you are deserving of that same support, that you are someone who's very nurturing, very loving, very caring, that you are very passionate, confident. Okay, I'm seeing for some of you, stable. Maybe for some of you, you are the most stable, you know, grounded energy that they've ever experienced in their life. That you are someone who they can really open up with, and that you've shown to them, I feel like, that there is a safe space for healing, for letting their guard down, for opening up to receive, to be more loving, and that they can tap into this part of themselves in order to be the person that you need them to be and show up as for this connection. And to not, I want to say, not deny themselves the potential of having a beautiful relationship. You know? To me, this makes me feel like this person is realizing that you are the person that they want to settle down with, that you are the person that they want to build a life with, that you are the person that they want to continue because they do see the potential. Of course, this is a general reading, so, you know, you're all going to be in very different stages of this connection with this person. Some of you have more time, more energy, and for others of you, it can be brand new, you know, where this person more or less kind of sees and thinks ahead in terms of what is already here happening between the two of you. I feel like this person realizes that you have a very healing energy to you. One, again, that is very nurturing. There's something very beautiful between the two of you, and it has the potential to be something that has longevity to it, you know? Something that where the two of you can continue to grow. If you have had some kind of a breakup or some kind of falling out with this person, what I feel like in that regard is what they're realizing is how much they care about you, how much they love you, and how much it's worth it to try to make this work, to get back together, for there to be some type of reunion here. Okay, so I think I want to pull some I actually feel like I'm going to pull message cards for you. Now, if you are someone who's going to be, you know, kind of going from pile to pile or group to group, you might notice that I use different cards for different groups depending on what kind of energy comes through. I feel like I'm going to use message cards for this one. Now, we do have Aries, Taurus, Libra. We also have fire sign energy here, Aries and Sagittarius. Okay. So group number 1. Oops. No one knows me the way you do, and that's why no one compares. I feel like that's very fitting for this energy. If our souls cross paths again, I'll recognize you instantly, and this time I won't let go. I hope you're happy even if it's not with me. I'll always be your silent cheerleader. I've changed, I've grown, and if the universe brings you back, I'll be ready to love you the way you always deserved. And if you are broken up with this person right now and, you know, you're not even talking to them, I feel like what this person could also be realizing is that you are the one. They could be realizing that you're the love of their life. Or were, if you're broken up with them, you were the love of their life. I'm trusting divine timing, and if we're meant to be, nothing will stop it. I feel like you are with this kind of energy here. If I could hold your hand just once more, I'd say everything I was too afraid to before. You're the one I imagine standing beside me when I finally feel at peace. I never meant to make you question your worth. You were always more than enough. The love I have for you has only deepened with time. It's become quieter, wiser, stronger. And we have, there's a version of our story that ends in reunion. I still believe in it. And then at the bottom we have, I carry your love like a soft echo in my chest. It's part of me now. Okay. All right, so I'm going to leave this here for you, group number 1. I do hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, group 2. So those of you that resonated with the Opalite and the lavender card, it says tranquility, kindness, and self-care. This is going to be a reading today, so we're finding out what has your love interest, your person, what have they realized about you. And we're going to start off with pulling some more oracle. What have they realized about you? Tranquility, kindness, and self-care. Lavender is also very calming energy. What have they realized about you? Group number 2. We have exam here. Diagnostics certificates, election and registration. We have health, exercise, diet, sleep, and mental relaxation. We have generous here. Give with an open heart, offer without expectation, and unconditional love. Okay. So already what I'm kind of getting here now, of course, feel free to reverse the roles if that's what feels right for you. But with exam being here, this kind of makes me feel like a person who's really busy with maybe school, with work, or something that's creating some stress or some pressure. And if they are the one who's experiencing that level of maybe stress in their life, you know, it could be that they're realizing that you are someone who is supportive, perhaps during this time when they're going through that, where you are, you know, asking them, hey, do you need any help? Can I make you dinner? Is there something that I can do for you? You know, if you're noticing that maybe they're a little bit stressed out and you're, you know, being very warm and nurturing and telling them, hey, don't forget to take care of yourself, or, you know, just like little things like that. Now, if it's the other way around and you're the one who's kind of, you know, super stressed and things of that nature, this could certainly be something where they're like, oh, okay, well, group number 2, needs, you know, peace right now, or they need some space, or, you know, and they could certainly be the one who's, you know, wanting you to take care of yourself and, you know, things of that nature. So let's keep going here. What have they realized about you? Group number 2. We have reject here. It says negation, never, forbid, and taboo. And then we have chat here. Exchange of information, disclose information, and inquire. I'm seeing guard here at the bottom. Defend, protect, and guarantee. This is making me feel, is someone pushing someone away here with this reject? This might even be a situation where they're, you know, if they're, let's just say they're the person who's stressed out right now, or they're going through something and they could be kind of pushing you away, and they're realizing that, okay, maybe they need to do a little bit of self-care right now and focus on just having some peace. And they might realize that, you know, you're only trying to be kind. You're only trying to be sweet or loving. And maybe they're, you know, realizing that they've been a little bit too guarded and you're only trying to talk and check on them and things like that. Or again, it could be the other way around, where if you're the person who's, you know, dealing with stress and you're kind of feeling like you're pushing them away, that are you kind of, you know, maybe they need to give you some space if somebody being guarded here. So let's pull the tarot and see what's going on. This also kind of gives me this energy of like evaluating something, examining something. Maybe how they feel around you. How are you making them feel? Let's see. Oops. Okay, group 2. What have they realized about you? The King of Wands. We have the Five of Wands. The Chariot. The Ten of Swords. Three of Buttons, which is the Three of Pentacles. We have the Star. So we have a Cancer, Aquarius, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I am seeing the Nine of Swords at the bottom. And this is anxiety. It could be a lot of overthinking, overanalyzing something. It feels like there's a little bit of conflict here with moving something forward. Maybe it's about moving this relationship forward. Because this feels like with the King here, the King of Wands is a leader. It's also a very powerful energy, so they could recognize about you that you are someone, and again, like I said, take it how it resonates, because it might be reversed here, but the King of Wands, being that it is an energy of leadership, it is about forging a path, moving forward with something. And if, let's just say, they are someone who's been guarded, anxious, you know, kind of pushing you away a little bit, it could be that you are someone who's kind of trying to take the lead here in moving things forward. And that could be something that's realizing that in you doing that, it's making them feel anxious, okay? Where they feel like they just need a little bit of space here and they need to, you know, take some time to think things through here. I'm also seeing where they could be realizing that you are someone who does want to move this relationship forward, but they're also finding where they have some kind of inner conflict with doing that. Like there's some resistance here. Let's look at this Five of Wands here. And it could also be you too, right? Where there is this resistance on your side with moving things forward. Like if they're trying to, you know, move things forward here with your relationship and you're the one that's just like, stop. I need more time. Let me just focus on myself right now. Why is the Five of Wands here? Nine of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Page of Wands. Yeah, there's some type of insecurity here. It might also be your anxiety too, that they're realizing that maybe that you are a very anxious or even insecure person. Again, take it how it resonates. There's different messages for different people. If you are someone who is very anxious and insecure, and this could even be a source of conflict. Three of Wands. This has to do with future. You know, some of you could also be dealing with a person where they're realizing that you might be, I want to say, like a lot more prepared than they are to move forward, to move the connection forward, where someone may still be feeling a little bit insecure, you know? So like because there's a big difference here between that page energy and the king. The king is powerful, confident, brave, where the page is more of an immature energy. It's more inexperienced. This is insecurity here. And the Five of Wands is conflict. So they could even be recognizing like there's a big difference between the energy that you have and the energy that they have. Because the King of Wands to me is more like, I know what I want. I know exactly what I want and I'm willing to move forward with it. Where the page energy is more about exploring. So for you, they could maybe be realizing that you are someone who is certain that you want this relationship, you want to move it forward, you want to continue to build, and that you're open and ready for love, things of that nature. And then them kind of having the realization where you being more ready than them is kind of giving them a little bit of fear. Like, I'm not as ready as you, right? Or it could be the complete opposite where they are the one who's ready and saying, okay, I know exactly what I want. I want to move this relationship forward. And they're realizing that you're the one who is not ready yet. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and I'm seeing the Five of Pentacles at the bottom. Five of Pentacles is about isolation, loneliness, emptiness, void. It's kind of like it could also be the energy of despair, feeling desperate, you know. Now, if you are a person who is very anxious, you know, and you're like asking them like, what are we? What are we going to be? Or where is this going? And there's a lot of anxiety coming from you energetically, then they could be realizing about you that you are someone who seems desperate for love, relationship, or to move this relationship forward. Okay? Eight of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, there's a lot of insecurities here surrounding long-term relationship and commitment. Maybe they feel, and again, take it how it resonates. It could either be that they see you realizing that you are someone who's looking for and ready for long-term relationship, and someone else is realizing that they're not in that place, that they feel insecure about commitment for the long term. Now, they could be the one, you know, who's ready for and knows, yes, I want this connection, I want to move forward. And they could be seeing you as the one here who's, you know, maybe not ready, feeling anxious, shutting them out, pushing them away. Maybe if you are giving off that kind of energy that maybe they're seeing, realizing that you're someone who's just looking for something casual right now, like you're not looking to settle down, or again, vice versa. Or maybe they're realizing that you're ready and they're not. They're just looking for something casual right now. Either way, it kind of feels like there's resistance here with being on the same page, with moving the relationship forward here. I want to see what this reject is here. I mean, it could be that they have rejected you or you've rejected them. You know, they could have been someone who was very loving, nurturing, or they could realize that if they've rejected you, realizing how kind you were, how nice you were, how loving you were, how calm they felt around you. Some of you could be dealing with a person who does have some mental health issues. You know, they could be realizing that you're ready and they're not. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. Someone being ready and someone else not. What is the reject here? The Fool, which is basically taking a leap of faith here. New beginning, opening up to the possibilities and the potential of this connection. Someone's rejecting that. 10 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. Yeah, it feels like someone's rejecting long-term relationship here. Now, it could either be that they're realizing that you, right, again, are not ready, that you're only looking for something casual, and that you're not wanting to open yourself up to a long-term relationship. Or they could be realizing that you know, are the person who's looking for that, and you're wanting that, and you're ready for that, and they're just not in that same place. There's a difference here. You know, and if they are the person, let's just say, who's not ready, then they can be taking some time, you know, to really think about things and to reflect upon them, you know, within themselves, and think about what they need to heal. Why are they rejecting it? Why are they pushing it away? Why are they not ready? Why do they have these fears and insecurities when it comes to this? You know, some of you, this person could be realizing that, you know, the two of you have been moving too fast, or you were moving too fast. They were moving too fast. So clarify this tranquility, kindness, and self-care here. The World, yeah. So maybe this person is realizing that they just need to end things for now. Or that they need to, you know, close some cycles with some past energies before they move forward with this relationship, or they can think about dating. Clarify the Chariot. Queen of Cups. The Hanged Man. Knight of Swords. Yeah, it kind of feels like we're putting... It feels like there's a difference here between one person who's more open and receptive to love, someone who's a very nurturing energy, and the other person who's stuck in defense mode, who's still like, who feels like not ready. So in a way, the Hanged Man can create stasis, stagnation, something that's not moving forward and progressing because one person is open and ready and the other person isn't. Can't move forward like that. Okay. So I feel like I told group number one, I'm going to tell you as well. Depending on how this energy comes through today, I might use different decks for each of the groups. And I think I'm going to use a different deck here for you that I used for group number one. Let's see. Actually, before we do that, I want to see what this energy is surrounding this chatting, in case those of you that haven't talked to this person or you've been no contact with them. What is the energy surrounding chat, Spirit? Queen of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. And the Page of Wands. So this can be talks about relationship, commitment, feelings. Page of Cups. And the Tower's at the bottom. Okay, if this person is acknowledging that you, right, they're realizing that you're not ready, then they can be realizing that, okay, maybe I should just stop talking about commitment and relationship and feelings and just kind of go with the flow, you know. And if that going with the flow means you guys still interacting with each other, just not talking about relationship or serious commitment, just that way. But for those of you where this is like, you just stop talking to each other, then I feel that they might be just kind of releasing this altogether. Because this Tower can be the breakdown, you know, of a foundation, of a connection, just releasing it and letting it go. Especially if they are someone who is the one who's not ready, you know, and just not wanting to talk about it. Okay. Group number two. What have they realized about you? Any other messages for group two, Spirit? The shadow side. It says, you made me realize my flaws. We have too many differences, and this is with values here. Too many differences. We have unappreciated. It says, I felt like you didn't care. Now, of course, take that how it resonates. This could have been the way that you felt. This could have also been the way that they felt. Reflection. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. And then we also have destiny here. And it says, I'm struggling to find the right path. So this could also be a person who also doesn't know what they want, you know. Or they could see again that you're the person who right now you don't have any clear idea, you know, about what you want right now. And that's okay, you know, for us to be in that place. It's okay. I want to look at this a little bit just because I'm nosy. I want to see what this reflection is. What is this reflection here? Five of Swords. Okay, so this kind of feels like maybe reflecting on things that were said between the two of you. Some of you may have had a very heated argument. Some kind of conflict here. I mean, this person could also be reflecting upon their own mental conflict. Yeah, this feels this very defensive energy here. This could also be boundaries here. I am picking up on an energy of like friendship here. Some of you, this could have even been like a situationship. Or a friendship that you tried to turn into something more. Someone was trying to turn into something more. This could be trying to backstep and keep it as just that, just friendship. Because this Page of Pentacles isn't a whole lot of investing into something more, such as maybe like a longer term relationship or commitment. Perhaps someone feels like they're not prepared to give more, to offer more than just friendship. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to leave this here for you, group 2. I do hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and it will see you in the next one. Hi, group 3. So those of you that resonated with the lemon yellow obsidian and the snow card, it says rest and contemplation. So we're going to start off with some oracle cards to get a little bit more information on what your person has realized about you. Now, of course, with rest and contemplation here, it could be that they're realizing that they need to contemplate things more, or it could be that in this taking time for space or resting or contemplating that they have come to some certain realization about you. But let's see what's going on. What have they realized about you, group number 3? Love, appreciation, fondness, respect, and trust. Hold on one second. I forgot. There's something coming through for group 2. Sometimes this happens. I'm going to have to add a note into their reading. Okay, sorry. When spirit speaks, I gotta go. Okay, let's see. Group 3, we've got love, appreciation, fondness, respect, and trust. What has your person realized about you, group number 3? Spirit's like, wait, I wasn't done yet with group 2. Hold on a second. We have health, exercise, diet, sleep, and mental relaxation. Reflection. Confession, prayer, repentance. And then we also have gossip here. Rumors, speculation, and slander. Maybe for some of you, this is like a forbidden love situation, or other people getting in your business or asking questions, nosy people, saying something, maybe at work, who knows? I don't know. Group 3, what has your person realized about you? Maybe you were gossiping, group 3. Were you gossiping? We have generous here. Give with an open heart. Offer without expectation. And unconditional love. And then we have purify here. It says clean up, sweep clean, empty, and organize. Maybe there was some type of gossip or rumors about you and this person. Or they're worried about it. concerned about it. Let's pull the tarot. It kind of feels like with the purify here, with the clean up, sweep, clean, empty, organize, health, that maybe for somebody, this person's kind of distracting themselves or has been distracting themselves from the connection in some way. But I feel like this person is realizing that, you know, we've got appreciation here, fondness, respect, and trust, that there is something special between the two of you. You know, they may be realizing that you are someone who is very kind, loving. This reminds me a lot of the Empress energy. Group number 3. What is your person realizing about you? Or what have they realized about you? The Tower. The Sun. And we have the Two of Swords. What have they realized about you? Four of Pentacles. The Moon and Three of Wands. The Devil is at the bottom. Well, okay, I get it. I get it. The Devil, Five of Wands, the Eight of Wands, Knight of Cups. Okay, so the person here is someone who, I don't know what this is business is yet. We're going to look at that, I feel like, separately. But I feel like what's happening here is that this person may have been someone who either has been in denial about their feelings and has been trying to fight them and trying to resist them for whatever reason. Maybe it's because of gossip. Like I said, maybe for some of you, this is a situation where if this person told you how they feel, or if other people found out that there was something going on between the two of you, it could cause some kind of upheaval, because we do have the Tower here, okay? So I feel that this person is realizing that they're either falling in love with you, or that they are developing feelings here, right, of love, or that they are in love with you, okay? It's going to be different for all of you depending on where you're at with this person. Because the Sun energy here, I feel like, is kind of illuminating something that, and the Tower can certainly bring in epiphanies, realizations. The Two of Swords is when we are feeling confused, we're in denial, we're being indecisive, we're having conflicting thoughts or ideas about something. And the Four of Pentacles can talk about attachment, clinging onto something. Now, I mean, they could realize that you are someone who's clinging onto them, yes. But I feel like this person is also realizing that they have an attachment to you. The devil energy can sometimes talk about obsession, attachment, desire. The moon energy can also be fears, insecurities, fear of the unknown, you know, uncertainty. They can also be when a person is suppressing their feelings. And what I feel like this person is finding here is that there are feelings here. And maybe they were resisting them. Maybe they were in denial about them. Maybe they have a fear of coming forward and expressing to you how they feel. The Three of Wands, I feel like, as this person misses you, some of you, there might be distance between the two of you. The Three of Wands is a feeling of longing for someone, missing someone. This person could be having dreams about you, obsessing over you, thinking like you being on their mind constantly, you know. This could certainly be some type of inner conflict that this person is dealing with. And that could even be surrounding telling you how they feel, reaching out and talking to you. They might even find themselves, and I don't think this is all of you, but sometimes the Four of Pentacles can be about possession and control. Okay, so can the devil. They might even be realizing that because they have feelings, they might be like feeling possessive, like they don't want you with anybody else. They don't want you with anybody else. Okay, I want to look at that gossip a little bit. Rumors, speculation, and slander. Now, like I said, maybe for some of you there is gossip about going around about you and this person. They could have a fear about it, rumors being spread. Or you could have gossiped about this person. And that being something that has created some kind of tension, argument, fight, upheaval between you and this person. Okay, so let's take a look at the gossip and see what's going on. What is the energy surrounding this gossip, Spirit? Ten of Cups in reverse. Some of you, there might be other people involved. Family could be one thing, maybe friends, family. The Four of Pentacles can also be a fear of loss. So realizing that they don't want to lose you. Family could be for some of you, family could be in disagreement with your connection. What is the gossip here? Three of Swords. Six of Wands. Yeah, it feels like with that Six of Wands, we'd be bringing attention to something, being in the spotlight. Like maybe for some of you, this is a person who has some kind of public recognition. They could be a person who's, you know, famous, or a person who maybe has like a certain position at work or what they do for a living. That if people knew, you know, about their business or what they've got going on, that maybe there would be people that wouldn't be pleased or happy with the fact that you and this person have a connection with each other. And I'm seeing the Eight of Cups here at the bottom. There might even be third-party energy here. Like if this person is involved with someone else. Okay. If they are someone who's married, because I am seeing the Emperor here, where there could be betrayal, third-party situation. Okay. Some of you, this might even be like you guys are part of like a friend group. Okay. And maybe if like friends knew, there could be some conflict there. Others of you I'm seeing where you could be dealing with a person who's married or who's in a long-term relationship, and this person could be worried about bringing attention to how they feel towards you or about your connection altogether, because, you know, this could certainly be causing drama, okay, upheaval with that Tower. So the Eight of Cups energy is about walking away. It's about detachment, abandonment. Maybe this is something that this person has done where they have walked away, they have distanced themselves from you, they have detached because they're worried about other people, what they're going to say, or about consequences here. You know, even though there's this feelings here, so they could feel conflicted about saying anything, about doing anything, facing their fear surrounding what could potentially happen. You know, for some of you, this kind of feels like a forbidden love situation. It could even be like family kind of situation. Not like blood related family, but like, let's just give the example of like, I don't know. Let's say you're hopefully the single one, right? And then this person is married to one of your cousins, or I don't know, something like that, you know, where there's just kind of like, it's kind of like a taboo thing. Someone's cousins, uncles, sisters, nephews, somebody, you know, like where there's just something there that it would be kind of like frowned upon within the family. Where do we go from here, Spirit, with this? But either way, right, we're asking the question today, what have they realized about you? And I think we've pretty much covered that, is that this person is realizing that they're finding that they're thinking about you, right? There's an obsession here. There is an attachment that they have. They could be suppressing feelings here and afraid to come forward and talk about them. There is an attraction. The Devil is also about temptation. So if this is kind of like a situation where, you know, this person is married or they're in another relationship, or there's some kind of situation here that may be seen as something that could be forbidden, that perhaps this person sees this as like this temptation, you know, that's feels irresistible, something that they're just kind of like drawn into. Okay, so I think I want to, I've used a different closing oracle deck for each of the groups because they all have very different energy. So if you are someone who goes from group to group, just kind of checking things out, you might notice that I'm using a different deck depending on what the energy is that comes through here. So I think I'm going to grab this one for you guys. Let's see. Feels like there's some kind of outside influential energy here, interfering perhaps. What have they realized about you? Group number 3, what have they realized about you? Ecstasy. It says chasing thrills, excitement, and a good time. Longing, craving, aching, and wanting. We have conflicted. I gotta cover part of this up though. Conflicted, it says decisions, hot and cold, and then also multiple choices. And then we have open heart here, receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. So yeah, I kind of feel like this person has feelings. I'm seeing bluff at the bottom with pretending, masking, and exaggerating. I feel like that this person is someone who has been giving you mixed signals, that they're realizing that there's feelings there. And they may have been in denial about them. They're finding themselves just thinking about you, longing for you, desiring you. So I feel like I want to ask Spirit here what your advice is for this connection. I feel like this one needs it because this kind of feels like a stuck situation here. What is Group 3's advice for this connection? We have strength. The King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Page of Wands. And the Four of Swords. Well, although I do feel like it's important for you to reflect upon what it is that you truly want, whether it's with this person or anyone else. But if this is a person who you do want to pursue and do not have already a long-term relationship, this should be something that you feel confident enough, brave enough, courageous enough to have a sit down with this person and talk to them about it. Okay? And if they are someone who's saying, no, I don't think that I can move forward with it, then the Page of Wands is you being on your way. But if this, to me, this is like if you want this person, if you want to be with them and you want to, take the lead. I mean, this may be you taking the lead here, especially if this person is kind of caught up and worried about what other people are thinking, what other people are going to say, fears and stuff like that, where you kind of take the initiative, you step up and say, okay, I would like to have this with you, or I would like to start dating you, or I would like to move this relationship forward. And if there's someone who's, open to that, because I feel like this is important for you so that you're not wasting your time. If you're showing the person that you're brave enough, courageous enough to face family or to face whatever challenges might be here, they can stand with you in that. And if they're too afraid to, right, then I feel like in a way there's your answer. Should you continue to put forth the energy with this, or just move on from it and continue to keep sight of what it is that you really want and what you're looking for in terms of a relationship or long-term commitment, so that you can be about your way and on your journey of exploring other opportunities that could be available to you with the person who's open to it. If this person's going to keep themselves stuck in fear, then you can't force them, right, to change, or to, you can let them know, hey, this is what I want. This is what I would love to have for this relationship. Are you with me? And if the answer is yes, away you go. If not, then it's time to let go. It's time to move on, because you also don't want to keep yourself in a place of false expectations and waiting for them to just kind of come around. It's like you get to business, you ask them, okay, here it is. This is what I would like to have. Are you either with me or you're not? If not, okay, time to move on. Okay, so that you don't get stuck. Like, what do they want? Do they want yes or no? I feel like if they're showing to you that they're like, when you're presenting them with this ultimatum or this offer and they're not flowing with it, you know, you can certainly be like, okay, I need to move on. And that might take, of course, a lot of strength, a lot of your courage to have the power to say, okay, this person is going to allow their fears to get in the way. And, there's not much we can do in terms of trying to force someone to be ready or to choose this path. You can tell them how you feel, tell them what you'd like and would like to happen here. And they're either on board with you or they're not. Okay, so death would be ending, a situation, something that doesn't serve you, instead of keeping yourself waiting, expecting something to happen. This is where you take the lead. Don't just sit and wait. Take the lead, talk to them, ask them, tell them whatever it is. And if they're not aligning with you, it feels like it's too much work, too hard, too much of letting other outside influences get in the way. And if you're someone who truly wants to find the person who's perfectly aligned for you, it might be time to move on. Okay? All right, so I'm going to leave this here for you. Group number 3. I do hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one.